All right, so real quick, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. I'm going to take a minute, so just right there, I'm going to tell you how I became a big brother. I'm just kidding. This is not going to be a Will Smith contribute concert, I promise. And it's good because I don't feel like slapping anybody or someone slapping me. So now that I have your attention, I want to talk a little bit about mentorship. Mentorship is just transformational in young people's lives, and especially when it comes to helping them succeed and graduate. And I think our previous story was amazing. They almost got me crying at the wedding story, a little emotional, but that's what mentorship does. So I want to introduce you to my little brother, James. Now, James, as they say now, is neurospicy. That's what the kids call it. But James has autism. And I have no experience with autism. James's autism left him very disconnected with school and schoolwork, and he was struggling. And his great-grandmother, wanted him to graduate more than anything else. So after the first couple of months of hanging out, I had to reach out for mentorship. I didn't know how to handle autism. So my wife had a good friend that worked with children on the spectrum, and over several phone calls, she helped me really build my relationship and improve my communication with James. So after that was established, both James and his grandmother came to me and asked if I would help them with schoolwork. Well, I had observed that James had about a 30-minute, maybe, concentration span of things that weren't his interest. So I knew that these sessions weren't going to be long, which was great because at my age, and even now, the idea of sitting down and doing homework all evening was not fun. So we arranged a time during the weekday, and I went over and sat down for 30 minutes with James to do some homework. And our first assignment was to write a story. Well, I knew James liked zombies, so we might as well write about zombies. So we picked a location. It was Seattle. It was a Space Needle. We named our hero Captain James. And then we got into the details. And as he was describing the sights and the sounds and the smells, because of course zombies smell, I could see his excitement raise as the picture that was in his head was getting down, being put down on paper. And the 30 minutes went fast. And as we continued to do this, we would get more and more work done in those 30 minutes. Towards the end of his freshman year, we made real progress and caught him up. And so he was able to enter into his sophomore year without being behind. Now that this homework wasn't such a burden around James's neck at school, he started to participate a little bit more. He reached out and joined the school radio station. And he learned to edit, he learned to do interviews, he learned to produce shows, even interviewed me a couple of times. And by his senior year, he actually joined the golf team, which was a miracle because he swore to me he'd never play golf, but I won that one. And he enjoyed playing golf. And I'm very proud to say that on June 3rd, 2024, James graduated with his senior class at Benson Tech High School. Now, I had my numbers wrong, but thankfully Beach is much smarter than I am. 83% of kids graduate in Oregon. James had several aces. So he was definitely part of the small part that wasn't supposed to. But Big Brothers and Big Sisters youth graduate at 95%. And I'm repeating this again because the impact and the transformation that mentorship has on the future of youth is very, very apparent. It took me 30 minutes, just 30 minutes to connect, to be a link between James and his homework. And as mentors, we're here to be those gap fillers, to make that little link that's missing in that child's life. And that can be missing anywhere, but a mentor helps connect that. And it took me 30 minutes. So I'm going to ask you, by a show of hands, how many people have 30 minutes? Good. And if you don't, I totally get it, because we all live a busy life. So if you don't have 30 minutes, I'm going to ask you to do something else. Now, this is where we get participatory. Where's our photographer? Okay, I'm going to have you come up to the front because we're going to get a cool picture. Now, let's do what we do best. I want everyone to get out their phones. Let's see, grab your phones. Yeah, I know we're in a meeting. I'm telling you to grab your phones. Please turn them on. And I want you to skip Facebook and your Tinder profile and all that stuff. I want you to go straight to itsabig.org. And then we want to get a really cool picture. When you have that, itsabig.org. It's a cool black.
Bigtime.org.
It's bigtime.org.
Bigtime.org.
Sorry.
You can also use the QR code.
Yep, bigtime.org. When you have that, I want us all to hold it up and show me and the camera, and we're going to get a really cool photo op. Thank you. I see some of you. Nice. There we go. We're all in it. Yes. All right. Look at the artistic magic going. Sweet. Now, since there's no time like the present, I want you to go ahead and hit that donate button. And for those of you that saw that coming, I'm very happy for you. Very proud of you. But I want to ask seriously, we don't all have the time, but we do have some sort of money. And whatever kind of gift you feel comfortable with, please make that. It makes a big difference in how we can support these youth's future. I'd personally ask you all to donate $30 in James' name. We spent 30 minutes. That was his attention span. We did a lot of things for 30 minutes, and then we changed. And it would mean a lot. It'd mean even more if you made that a reoccurring monthly donation. That'd be $360 a year. Doesn't sound like much, but it can make a huge difference in our children's lives. And I do say our children because we are all responsible for all the children around us. You can see on the screen that $300 will fund scholarships for at least 3 graduating seniors. It all adds up, supporting new matches for the year. So I want to thank you, and I appreciate you all listening to my story and also participating and donating. And I know there's one more screen or something that I'm supposed to. Nope, we're done. Sweet. Fundraiser ideas. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, James and I are still in touch today. Being a mentor, like they mentioned, it impacts my life as well. I've learned more from him, I think, than I ever taught him. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your donation. Thank you for being here today. And please consider participating in any way that you can. Thank you.